for Halloween?
Yeah.
Well,
a special edition of Halloween that the person who conducted the interview briefly spoke with John Carpenter, and he said that he came up with the soundtrack when the shape shows up. Well, I think he said it was a 5/4 beat on the piano.
oh yeah, yeah. I can show you that. Doing four beats against two in the other hand offset until you get into 5/4, and it sort of lapses into that. His dad taught him a lot of that. His dad was the head of the music department at Western Kentucky University, and he also, I think, paid great homage to the tubular bells, the Mike Oldfield tubular bells from The Exorcist. It was pretty heavily influenced if you go back and listen to it. And, you know, just wonderful, simple theme that just grinds away and will not let go.
And the second question that I have for you is, do you foresee at some point in the next couple of years or any point in the near future, as of late, Hollywood's been re-screening for today's future generations the movies that myself and other people grew up on, like Halloween, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Well, re-screening? What do you mean by that?
Do you foresee it being shown in theaters at any point in today's generation?
Oh, re-releases of classic movies. It happens from time to time. I never forget the privilege of showing my kid Lawrence of Arabia on the big screen. That was mind-boggling. Who knows? Maybe so. In the big cities, theaters have, once in a while, in the very biggest cities, there are theaters that specialize in doing that. So, yeah, that'd be fun. Right here.
The question was, what is my favorite kill from the film? I'm just trying to think of all the kills, man. I get, you know, the one that what? Yeah, the one where I pinned the kid to some kitchen door, and then John said, "Okay, now tilt your head," and I'm going, "What is he doing that for?" I'm doing that. And then I realized when I saw the dailies, oh yeah, that's cool.
It was unbelievable how long we found we could hold that shot. Because you're sitting there in the cutting room working on frames and how long to hold shots and when to cut. And we could just, somehow we were able to let that shot go on forever without cutting, because the longer you stared at that phenomenon happening, that the more horrifying it was. This man is admiring his work. And that's an awful concept. It's just, oh no, oh.
Okay, right here.
This is Renee. I just wanted to say thank you for playing on Monster Radio. And how was it working on Last Starfighter, and especially working with Catherine Mary Stewart?
Okay, yeah, thank you. It's a question about The Last Starfighter and working with Catherine Mary Stewart, who was, of course, here for the weekend. And it was great to see her, and as well as Lance Guest, both from the film. That was my second movie as a director. I had never had, and you might notice from some of my work during that course, I had no experience with science fiction or visual effects and things of that nature. But it was a tremendous opportunity to do that movie. And this is going to sound redundant again, because I have had the privilege of working with a lot of wonderful people. Catherine being no exception. She's just a consummate professional, even at that age, and was just perfect casting. I mean, it's again what Tommy was saying about casting being the most important thing. I mean, how Girl Next Door was she just? It was just so easy to see her as that Maggie. But we'll see. I mean, we have a sequel script, you know, that we're trying to mount for The Last Starfighter, where Maggie where both Lance and Catherine Mary are brought back, whatever it is, 30 years later as the parents of the new generation. So we'll see how that works out, but would love to be able to do that again.
Okay, we're going to take one last question.
How was it like working with Damon Wayans on Major Pain?
Damon Wayans on Major Pain, he's asking. That's a movie that where I read the script. I had just done, not too long ago, Dennis the Menace, and so my agent was trying to groom me into some genre since I'd skipped genres all over the place. So what if we make you a comedy director? Okay. And he gives me this script, and I still, when I look at that script, I go, that movie, it says, well, okay, it's a remake of this major, anybody remember? What was it? Yeah, I know it's Major Pain, but it was from another 50s movie that was about a guy going and working with kids at a military school. And in any case, I read the script, I didn't think it was very original, didn't want to do it. And he said, well, I already told Damon that you're going to come in and talk to him about it. And I said, oh my God, that's embarrassing. So I went and I talked to Damon and I said, Damon, listen, I don't really know about this. Is it really original enough? And he started to do that voice that he does in the movie to me. And I totally cracked up and I said, oh, I get it. I get what you're doing now. It totally had to do with his take on how to play that and how kind of skewed it was, you know. And then I realized this could be a lot of fun. So that's why I even got involved in it, because of him. Some actors, when they're in the position like he was in that movie, I did another movie called Tap with Gregory Hines where it had the same kind of situation where the actor's so instrumental to the movie being made that they become kind of a producer with you. You know, they're another creative force. He was in all of the casting sessions, for instance, and had a great eye for the kids that he would later, put to the test, and have great funny ideas for in terms of comic notions. So it was great. We had a fantastic time. I only wish he would find that as good at characters like that in the future, and get him back into the motion picture world. He's a real good guy.
Could I ask Nick one question before we go? My personal favorite Nick Castle movie is Tap, in which the great Gregory Hines got a chance to work out at Nick's brilliant direction. But I wanted to ask Nick what he thinks his greatest moments have been, and likewise, which of his work would he wish he could remake? And, like, fix the things he didn't like.